Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. What if you walked outside tonight and saw not one, but two moons hanging in the sky? It might look beautiful at first, but what would actually happen if Earth suddenly gained a second moon? Well, scientists believe even a relatively small moon could dramatically affect our planet's tides, weather patterns, and even the length of our days. It's an absolutely incredible thought experiment that forces us to look at physics, biology, and human culture in a completely new light.
Now, you might be surprised to learn that Earth actually already captures second moons. I know, crazy, right? Now, they don't look like the giant glowing orb we're used to. These are known as temporary satellite captures, or mini-moons. Basically, Earth's gravity occasionally pulls in near-Earth asteroids, keeping them in orbit for months or even years before they finally break free and continue their journey around the Sun.
And a perfect example of this just happened. From around 2016 to May 2020, Earth was actually orbited by an object called 2020 CD3. It was a tiny mini-moon with an estimated mass of about 4,900 kilograms, so roughly the size of a small car. It quietly orbited us, making close approaches entirely unnoticed by the general public until right before it escaped our gravity. It's going to make another close pass in 2044, though. It likely won't get captured again.
But obviously, there's a massive contrast between a harmless car-sized mini-moon and a permanent, planetary-scale second moon. Astronomer and physicist Neil F. Comans proposed a fascinating thought experiment where Earth captures a much larger body, let's call it Luna, and it settles into a permanent orbit exactly halfway between Earth and our current moon.
At first, humanity would probably celebrate one of the most incredible events in history, with people around the world gathering to witness this breathtaking new object in the sky. But that celebration, it would be incredibly short-lived. The immediate consequences of Luna's arrival would be flat-out apocalyptic. The sudden, massive gravitational tug would trigger absolute havoc, causing devastating earthquakes, volcanic ash raining down, and massive tsunamis sweeping across continents, almost certainly causing an initial mass extinction event.
Before we continue, if you're enjoying these mind-bending future scenarios, make sure to like this explainer, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Last Human Era for more incredible journeys into the future.
As the years pass, the second moon could begin influencing Earth's orbit and climate in really unexpected ways. While our current tides are pretty manageable, with Luna positioned halfway to the moon, its gravitational pull on our oceans would be immense. Coastal regions could experience stronger and more unpredictable tides, literally measured in thousands of feet. Some regions might face extreme flooding, while others experience unusual weather patterns that completely challenge modern civilization.
Part 1. The Bright Night Biology. Let's look at how a hyper-illuminated night changes life on Earth.
So as things settle, nighttime on Earth might become much brighter than ever before. And this brings us to the Purkinje shift. Mammals have two visual systems, cones for bright light and rods for dim light. Nocturnal mammals rely heavily on rod-dominated retinas to navigate safely in dim moonlight. But the bright combined light of two moons? It would literally saturate their rods, blinding them with a level of light they are completely unadjusted to.
And the real-world consequence of this is super striking. Nighttime predators would have an easier time hunting in the bright light, so prey animals, like rodents, would drastically reduce their foraging just to avoid being eaten. They would hide and slowly starve, completely disrupting their biology and circadian clocks. Over generations, prey would have to evolve incredibly advanced camouflage just to survive the bright nights.
Part 2. Two Moons, New Cultures, Rewriting Human Timekeeping and Mythology.
This constant lunar glow wouldn't just affect animals, it would completely rewrite human culture. Just look at this Maori myth, which views the moon as the husband of all women. Across the globe, our single moon is deeply embedded in human psychology, from the Islamic lunar calendar to Siberian myths of monsters eating the moon. With two moons moving at completely different speeds, our concept of months would become totally irrelevant. We'd have to invent incredibly complex systems just to track time.
But despite the challenges, humanity is resilient. The gravitational pull between Earth and the original moon would cause massive tidal heating on Luna, turning it into a hyper-volcanic world similar to Jupiter's moon Io. Space agencies would race to study the new moon, and future generations might even build cities on its surface, expanding humanity's footprint in a brand new dual moon system.
But what if the second moon wasn't natural? What if it appeared suddenly without any scientific explanation, forcing humanity to question literally everything it knows about the universe?
The discovery could spark new theories, fears, and ambitions unlike anything in history. And if these future possibilities fascinate you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because every week we explore the most incredible futures humanity may face.
Now, whether it's natural or unnatural, physics tells us that a two-moon system is inherently unstable over the long term. Eventually, physical laws guarantee a dramatic endgame. Just like our current moon is slowly moving away from us, both moons would recede. Eventually, their orbits would destabilize due to competing gravitational forces. They would inevitably collide in a spectacular, horrifying celestial crash. The resulting debris would rain down on Earth, sparking another, perhaps final, mass extinction.
In the end, a second moon could become humanity's greatest opportunity or its greatest mystery, forever changing our relationship with the sky above us. But if Earth gained a second moon tomorrow, would you see it as a miracle, a threat, or proof that something extraordinary is happening in our universe? Let me know